All right, folks, what is going on? It's episode 353 of the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller, and I want to get a few things out of the way. Just a little bit inside baseball, a little bit personal, real quick. Nothing crazy or nothing, but outside of this, I do have a regular job, and man, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes work gets to you, and when work gets to you, man, it gets to you. Now, I'm a very hard worker. And I mean, this morning, after working 16, 17 hours, man, my body aches so bad. Now, I mean, if you don't know, I drive trucks, but even though I drive trucks, I still do a lot of physical work. And I had to take the day off. And so I'm not going to be here too long doing this episode, but I'm going to get my point across as quickly as possible. But yeah, I'm trying to balance this and work. I mean, I'm not complaining because I enjoy doing it, but some days, like yesterday, that was rough. So I'm going to get me some much needed rest after this episode because I was aching so bad I really couldn't get any rest, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to try to get some rest after this episode. So hopefully you guys bear with me. Hopefully you guys understand. And I don't want to get too personal, but sometimes I want to be transparent with you guys because usually I have an episode ready to go. But I had to do it this morning because of that. So nevertheless, I done said enough. Let's go ahead and get into this. All the links are down in the description. If this is your first time here, check out all the links. Hopefully you guys will continue to stay. Thank you for all the subscribers. And let's talk about this passing game. You probably hear my son downstairs as well. He loves watching TV in the morning. Nevertheless, the passing game. We just got finished signing another receiver, Geronimo Allison, 6'3" receiver. That's on top of us already getting that's us already getting Brian Edwards. I mean, and then we already had Auden Tate. I mean, and Drake London, and then we got a couple of small receivers too, so we kind of got a balance. But nevertheless, even with Kyle Pitts, Fitzpatrick being drafted, this passing game should be effective at best. I mean, we should have an effect. That doesn't mean we're going to be throwing the ball down the field. Hopefully we do. But there's no reason for us not to have an efficient, solid passing game. We all talk about the quarterback or whatever the case may be. One thing I like about Arthur Smith has done a phenomenal job in as far as getting targets for his quarterbacks. Mariota, Franks, Ritter, whoever's under center should not have a problem completing passes at this point. I can understand if you're dealing with the number one and you got a okay number two or whatever the case may be. But when you got guys like this, I mean, Geronimo 6'3", Brian Edwards 6'3", Cordell Patterson 6'2", 6'4", 6'5" is Drake London, Auden Tate 6'5", Kyle Pitts 6'6". If you're incompleting passes with those type of targets, I really question you as a borderline average quarterback. There's no reason why you cannot complete passes in with that. To me, I just feel that what happened last year with all of the issues with the receivers, Julio didn't want to be there. Then Calvin Ridley, walked away after 5 games. We basically had Russell Gage, Kyle Pitts, and Zacchaeus, which is because Zacchaeus is returning, which I think he's going to be an excellent slot receiver. I really believe that. Damian Bird's another one. I think he's going to be excellent. But I feel that with that happened last year, Arthur Smith wanted to turn that around, and my God, he did. And the way about going things, I kind of saw this when they did the Auden Tate signing. When I saw them sign him and I saw the size that he had as far as catching the ball over the middle, going up to get the ball, I was like, okay, I see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to get somebody to team up with Kyle Pitts to do something big, trying to get the ball in the air. And then as closer to the draft come, I kind of start seeing them, leaning towards Drake London. I kind of felt like that was going to be the move because pass rush is a priority, but we also have to understand it's a passing league. And if you can get the ball out quickly, a pass rush doesn't mean much of anything. And I think that's one of the things that, Arthur Smith is looking into. Don't get me wrong, you want to have a pass rush as well, but to combat a pass rush or against an opponent, you have to get the ball out quick. And I think you got targets that you could do that with. Big physical guys, that can actually go up to get the ball, whether it be on a slant, a out, a dig, even if they're fast enough to run over the top, you're going to have those type of players, which is one of the reasons why Damian Bird's on the team. So I feel that, and not only that, not Damian Bird, you still got Williams out of the backfield. Tyler Algier can catch out of the backfield. So you got some targets to throw the ball around to. So like I said, this passing game should be really, really good. And I'm looking forward to see how well it could be. We all been talking about, the new quarterbacks. We're talking about the offensive line. And that's another thing. Offensive line is good, but if you can get the ball, the offensive line needs help. But if you can get the ball out fast enough, that'll negate offensive linemen trying to hold a block for a long period of time. Not only that, both of these quarterbacks, even Felipe Franks, they're all mobile as well. So I see the vision. That Arthur Smith is trying to do. I mean, you can go back and listen to episode 352. Once again, excellent, phenomenal article and interview by Arthur Smith. Even if the quarterback has a run out of the pocket, you got blocking wide receivers. Even if you decide to run the ball and the offensive line is shaky, you got blocking wide receivers. Not only that, these guys can catch too. The Bryan Edwards acquisition was excellent. It was a great pickup. It might be, to be honest with you, and I know it may sound crazy because we talk about, getting Rashad Evans and we talk about getting all these other free agents. The Bryan Edwards pickup might be the most productive pickup. Maybe. Now, when you got Ebikete and Lorenzo Carter on each side with Grady Jarrett in the middle, Lorenzo Carter could be that guy. Rashad Evans could be that guy, the biggest pickup. Hell, even Casey Hayward. But with us being a passing league, I would not be surprised if Bryan Edwards find a way to shine with all these other receivers. And that's the thing, pick your poison. You can find a way to shine with any receiver could shine in this offense. Whether it be Drake London, or any of the other guys. We're going to be a matchup problem for a lot of teams. We really are. And I think that's something that we need to really, take into consideration. This is a totally different team from what we've seen before. And this is one of the reasons why if you got guys who are pessimistic or doubters and, people in the comment section was talking yesterday about it's easy to be pessimistic, you won't be let down. That's fine. I get it. But that's if you're dealing with the same team. You're dealing with a totally different team now. And when you're dealing with a totally different team, you have to have some type of interest to say, hey, this team might could win 7, 8, 9 games. This team might could win the division. To be honest, when I look at this entire team, I think this team had the biggest makeover in the NFL. And that's something we may revisit sometime next week. I think this team had the biggest makeover in the NFL. I can't think of another team who pretty much overhauled everything in the last 12 to 18 months. So I'm really impressed with what we have here. And with that being said, we should not have a problem, throwing the ball around. The running game, maybe so. I like Tyler Algier. I think he's going to be special, but I don't think it's going to be the cornerstone of the offense. The defense may look special. I think we're going to get some pretty decent pass rush. I think Ebikete and Ogundeji and those some names, right? Ebikete, Ogundeji, Taquan Graham may step up, Grady Jarrett. You got Lorenzo Carter. You got some guys that could probably get to the quarterback this year. And that's pretty cool. But I still don't think that the defense may surprise a lot of people, but I don't think it's going to be the cornerstone of the team. I believe the passing game may be the cornerstone of the Falcons. I think we're going to be throwing the ball around a lot more than people think. I really believe that. So the effectiveness of the passing game is really going to show what time it is in the NFC South, what time it is in the NFC, and possibly in the entire NFL. I think we're going to put a lot of teams on notice. Yes, it's going to be a tough route going up against the AFC North and the NFC West. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty tough, but I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be better than advertised. I really believe that. If not, I don't mind being let down. It's not the first time, and I promise you it won't be the last. So I'm not going to keep you guys up no much longer than that. I try so much I can get around the 10, 13 minute mark, because today, like I said, I need to relax myself. I need to relax. I've had a long work day yesterday, and it's lingering over. It lingered over to the night where I could not really get ready to do the podcast, and I had to do it this morning. And I'm going to get myself together because I am hurting. Getting up here to come upstairs to get to this room to do this show I ain't gonna say it wasn't easy. I felt it. I mean, I'm not an old guy, but you know how it is when you have the day after working hard. You know how it is. So enough of that. If you like this commentary, hit the like button, share this podcast, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys. This has been a great week, really good week, very productive week. You guys came through and showed that you are liking the content. Thank you for all the kind words in the comment section. Another thing, and I'll reiterate this at a later time because some people may not still be here. If you put up a very good comment in the comment section, I have no problem pinning it to the comment section, pinning it at the top. There's a few people had some excellent comments, and I don't mind pinning it. So if you want to comment, and if you have a really good comment, I think it's good, I will pin it so everybody can see it when it comes to the channel, because the comment section of these of YouTube, Rumble, or whatever, they're very underrated. Some people have some very good comments, and there's a lot of smart people out here. A lot of smart folks in Atlanta Falcons Nation, a lot of smart folks in the Georgia Southern Nation, the Eagle Nation, that put out some really good commentary in the description. In the comment section. I appreciate that. It shows me that you guys are engaged and you guys can think and you guys have some excellent points. All right, y'all. You guys enjoy your weekend. Find something to do that's productive. Do something positive and take care of yourself. I will see you guys on Monday for episode 354. I may do an episode throughout the weekend, so be on the lookout for that. Well, I may do a video throughout the weekend, so be on the lookout for that. And I'll see you guys then. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.